Hey guys, I wanted to share an experience with you, mainly women, because I am wondering if this happens to all women or am I just a select minority? I'm going to go ahead and take a wild guess that this happens to all women, but comment below and let me know if this has happened to you. So recently I went to an RV dealership. We are purchasing an RV for the business to do more hurricane work. And I found something online. I negotiated everything online with the salesperson. And then I physically went to take a look, and I brought a new employee with me who happened to be a male to check it out, just make sure that it fit our needs. So the salesman had sent me a text and said that he wasn't available, but one of his partners would help me with that. So out comes this giant, burly, musclehead guy. And from the get-go, he never really looks at me. He just looks at my male coworker and is negotiating and talking and asking questions about the business as if it were my coworker, employee's business and not mine. And frankly, I'm used to it. Like, it happens all the time. People just assume if you're female, you don't own a business. If you're female, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know, about certain things like, cars or, whatever it might be. So I just kind of was shrugging it off. Well, after we finished at the dealership, Jason said, "I cannot believe how you were treated." And he said he's noticed it more since he has a daughter. And he just couldn't believe that guy made the assumption that we were married and made the assumption that he had to deal with Jason rather than myself in terms of everything to do with the purchase of it. And every time Jason was asked a question, he just kind of pointed to me to do the answer, but yet he kept asking Jason the questions and not me. So it was interesting for me because I was so used to it. As a woman, you grow up used to that, and which really kind of sucks. So as a male, Jason was shocked by it, and his attitude towards it was, "I can't believe this happens." But me being the victim, so to speak, or whatever you want to call it, I was used to it. So it made me think of different types of ethnicities, not only genders, that might be victims of these stereotypes that deal with this on a day-to-day basis that most of us probably don't even think about. When if you're a black man and you're driving a Mercedes, are people assuming that you're a surgeon, or are they thinking you're a drug dealer? Like, assumptions and judgmental people, those mistakes are not only rude, they're just extremely hurtful because it just perpetuates an incorrect stigma of whatever that person is. So, I was just wondering, do all ladies go through this everywhere you go? I know buying a car is like one of the most horrible things in the world to do. I do it all online now. Before, you had to do it in person, and it's like an entire waste of a day, and it's a game back and forth and all this BS. But to be treated like that, like I don't make the decisions, I don't have the money, was not humiliating, because I guess I'm used to it. It would have been humiliating if it was the first time. It was more hurtful, I guess is the word, for that man to make that assumption like that. So anyway, I'm curious about your thoughts on that. It's unfortunate, but it continues to happen. And I think for us to instill that change is to make those corrections. So when I went back to the RV shop to actually pick it up for the purchase, I made sure that I mentioned that it was a bad experience because of what had happened and because of those assumptions that were made. So I'm hoping they take that as a learning experience, but If not, then maybe someone else will speak up. So our voice is power, and we have to speak up, ladies. We really do. We have to speak up. All right, stay strong.